Welcome to Uncle Weepy's Depression Dungeon, the least helpful self-help podcast. Here are your hosts, Paul Armstrong and Jeremy Fuchsa.
Is Joy there?
No, I think she's gone again.
No, I'm here.
Oh, we're gonna have to keep checking in every 2 seconds or so.
Yeah,
You're
gonna have to be talkative so that way we know that you're here.
I will. Okay, this is what's bugging me now is, well, I just feel bad like I fuck up your podcast every time. I just come in all guns a-blazing with angry computer and...
Well, I guess, we did ask for this, so...
Okay, all right, you're right. I'm just going to forgive myself in 2019.
Yeah. Is that the word? Is that the word of the year? Forgive myself? That's 2 words.
No. I think this might be the year that I die.
Oh, God. Jesus.
So.
Do tell.
God.
You just never know, right?
Well, yeah.
That's true.
That's every year. This could be the year. This might be it. Fingers crossed.
This could be the big one. I don't know. I think this year is definitely going to be better than last year for me.
Does that include dying?
Well, I mean, once you die, there's really nothing going wrong anymore.
Couldn't be better.
It's true.
I got no debts. I got plenty of sleep.
How come all the New Year's resolutions have to do with pleasing other people?
Ew. Who says that?
Or matching like a fucking standard. Like, I gotta lose weight, and I'm gonna work out, and I'm gonna start wearing different... I was gonna say, and I'm gonna get a facelift, but I didn't know if that would resonate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
I need to lose a chin or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always stuff like that.
Yeah.
At least
because resolutions
in my
are
world.
bullshit.
Yeah, well, maybe if we resolve to, like, I don't know, help somebody or help something, it would last longer. Probably not, though.
Well, those are better resolutions for sure,
Yeah. Do you guys do resolutions? I didn't do any last year. Maybe that's why it was such a shitty year.
I really never have been big on it, no.
Yeah, because...
Every time I've done it, I've never hit them because things happen. And then when I don't, it doesn't matter because things will happen. I mean...
Yeah.
There's no planning for a year. I mean, that's my least favorite question of any question for interviews, anything. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, fuck, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what's going to happen next week.
Yeah. Maybe dead. Could be dead.
Could be dead. This could be my year.
I could be deaf. I could be blind. I could be legless. I could be armless.
Oh, my God.
I could grow a foot tall. I could start working out and get real muscular.
I don't think the foot tall thing is going to happen.
Anything can happen. I could get
You're right.
stretched.
Get some of that new super
bone graft
growth beef.
Yeah, they break my legs and add a couple inches here and there between the femur. And
you're right, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Could
yeah, I don't like that
you.
question either.
It's ludicrous. That's why resolutions are ridiculous. I'm like, just have goals. Maybe have goals.
Yeah.
Those are attainable, but resolutions are just, I think, public masturbation, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look how cool I am and how important I think everyone else is over myself. But really, it's about me.
Spleef.
Right.
Yeah.
Spleef.
I resolved to watch more shows, sit around a lot more, maybe gain another 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Stop using social media.
That's a good one.
No, it's not, though, because then you can do it, but then you're just out of touch with everything.
I'm not out of touch. I mean, I haven't been using either one that much other than posting and then not going back. But I don't feel like I miss out that much. People aren't saying anything.
Oh, you should follow different people.
No, I mean, they're saying things, but I'm like, yeah, I already...
Don't really care.
Well, it's just not important.
See, maybe that's my problem.
I think the problem is that I think I'm friends with people I'm not really friends with.
Oh. Or do they think they're friends with you?
Well, everyone thinks they're friends on social media, but I'm like, Just because of social media doesn't mean we're friends. You wouldn't call me or text me to say this or that or the other.
I had to unfriend someone today because of their... Well, if you go to my Facebook page, I posted that thing about women, and this person was not having it. They said it only counts if you're liberal, that women don't treat conservative women this way.
I didn't see
Wait,
it.
what?
Give us some background.
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, so there is a video that some bigger, company that I reposted, I think Style posted it, and it's this awesome, just like anthem of quotes from women's speeches throughout the year, like Oprah and the Kavanaugh woman, and just making different points about like how women need to stick up for each other and we've got to work together. There's no room for... I'm sorry, you laughing?
No, I cleared my throat.
Okay. There's no room for like holding each other back. And so I posted that and I was like, totally agree. We got to, work together. And this person who I don't think I actually even know went off like, well, that's only if you're a celebrity or a liberal woman, because conservative women, no one ever treats them like this. And went on something about Melania and how liberals are always ripping her. And I was just like, yeah, I'm going to unfriend. And then someone else was like, I think you missed the point of this post.
Yeah.
Because they're just
Melania
very,
is
like,
all women. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
Melania is not a friend to women.
you know what? I don't know what
I mean, that would be my pushback is like, well, the problem is that Melania is not even a friend to women. She doesn't support...
Baby, she does. I don't know her.
Yeah. Do you do public posts or just posts to friends?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
They're public. But
Yeah.
I never get into it anymore with people because there's just it's bizarre to me how they can't wrap their head around something that's a little different.
Yeah, no point in it.
So I just like unfriended it. I was like, there's no point here. I don't think any of what you just said, so go away.
Well, I read something interesting in the New York Times. It was basically about why evangelical Christians are dead set on Trump, and it's not totally what everyone else thinks. And they went into King Cyrus in the Old Testament, which, whoopee-doo. Basically, he was like a unbelieving apostate sort of person who basically allowed, what was it? I'd have to read it again. I'm so bad with my Old Testament and anything. But like, he's like a Trump-like figure who was like a terrible person, but did all these things to help Jews escape persecution and all that kind of stuff. And so there's some prophecy about another king coming who would be like that. And they're like, Trump is this fulfillment of prophecy. Like,
do you think he would do that?
They really,
Anyone
truly
escape
believe that not
persecution?
only he is a gift from God, they actually believe that. Like, he's not really just fulfilling judge seats. He is what God ordained to happen for this country to be a Christian nation.
What makes them think that?
Because they want a Christian nation. They don't want democracy. They don't care about democracy.
Well, why did they think that about Trump? Because he's white? Because he's rich? Because he's an asshole? Because he's super conservative?
Because he meets this criteria of an old prophecy, I guess.
Right, but why didn't, like, Bush meet it? Or did he?
No, I guess he
Just
didn't.
any
I guess
Republican
because he was an outsider. Trump is completely apolitical, amilitary, none of those things. And they think like he's completely outside the system. That's what we need. I don't know. It's an interesting article, depressing as shit though. Cause you're like, it's not just ideological to them. It is God's wish. And I've heard people say that. I mean, you hear people say it on Fox all the time, and in no uncertain terms, that basically Trump is the chosen one by God. Well, you can't win then. Who's gonna beat that?
What?
Yeah, because he's gonna make it a Christian nation. Did you see also that the Supreme Court has on the docket coming up a decision about, essentially, I'd have to read the suit, but basically knocking down separation of church and state.
No, I have not seen this.
Yeah. Like it's a series of issues where they're trying to not say like the government doesn't, just because the government doesn't take a stand, like It's not an endorsement of religion if the government is allowed to have the 10 Commandments somewhere. Like that kind of stuff. So they want to allow, this is basically the Roy Moore bullshit, where like they want to allow the 10 Commandments to be in public courts, and next would come crosses and all that kind of stuff. Basically, it'd just be a snowball.
This is what I don't understand is why? What is the point? What's it going to do to help anything?
Because they really believe that this country is a Christian country. They truly, honestly, 100% believe that. But
how is seeing a cross then going to change?
I don't know. I think that I don't know. That's a great question, though. That's what I would ever ask anybody. I'm like, so what's that going to get you?
Right. But you'll never get a real answer. It'll always be like, they'll be reminded of Christ. Like, okay, something. But then how's that going to help with
justice?
Rape.
Yeah. How's that going to help with justice? What if someone goes into the court who's Muslim? Are you going to not give them justice?
Right.
And they'd be like, no, it's not about that at all. I'm like, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it's about you. Wow.
But they don't see it that way.
I want to read that article about prophecy.
Oh, I can
remember the Dark Crystal.
What?
The prophecy. Oh. The prophecy.
The Dark Crystal. Yeah, that's on.
Yeah.
I think you can watch it on Amazon right now if you want to feel real fucked up again.
Oh my God, I think
that's true. I tried to get my oldest one to watch that the other day.
It's good, but it's only good because I remember it and loved it. I think if my kids were to watch it, they'd be like, "What the shit."
When I
doesn't age well.
It's just weird.
They'd be like, "What is this? Puppets?"
It's not that. But it's dark as shit.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it's awesome. It's so good.
It is good, but I don't think kids are used to the darkness that we grew up around.
Oh, mine are.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Every morning we wake up, we watch a little bit of 1970s Al Pacino movies. Dog Day Afternoon.
Prophecy. Oh, the Skeksis.
The Skeksis.
So great.
So
great. The division of good and evil.
Gelfling. Is that what it's called? A Gelfling?
Yeah.
I found the Gelfling. I did it. I know a lot of quotes from
that. I had no idea, Joey. This is great.
See, okay, one more.
Do more.
Let's see if you can guess who they are. Which one is it? Yeah, don't know.
I don't remember.
It's Olga. It's one of the shards, and he's like, Jen's like, well, which one is it? And she's like, don't know. Don't know. Remember Olga? Her eye comes out.
Oh, yeah. She was like, she didn't look like anyone else. She looked like some sort of
I think clerk. She's the one that said, the prophecy.
She looked like she should work at a deli somewhere.
Except she had like horns on the side of her head.
Well, you know.
Yeah, so good.
Oh.
I probably haven't seen that since the 80s.
Do you remember when Jin was like, I don't want to go alone. All right, alone then. And it's like so cheesy, but
fun fact.
Every time you're alone, you think that.
Fun fact about Henson, he wanted it to only be in the languages of those creatures and have no subtitles or overdubs or anything.
Oh my God.
Now that wasn't going to get him anywhere.
Well, because Henson was super experimental. Like, clearly that movie is pretty insane, but like he realized like, no, it has to be in their native tongue and all this kind of stuff. Like, good God.
And none of them would be able to.
People would just watch it and be like, you'll get it by context, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. I might be into it though. Yeah, but I wouldn't have these lines to quote.
You wouldn't have that awesome scream when the guy swings that sword at the thing. That's the only part I remember is that.
You probably still would have that.
Yes.
But then, she would go, Exactly.
Do you remember Fizzgig?
That was the little guy, right? The little
dog,
little furry dude.
Fizzgig. No, Fizzgig. And she could talk to the... Kamalea! She could talk to the animals. Oh, God. It's so good.
Wow. It is fresh in your mind.
I watched it pretty regularly in 2018.
Well, maybe that's what's wrong
when I
with
was a child. When I was a child, I mean. That, and then I would watch Lost Boys.
Well,
You're right. I am fucked up.
Lost Boys is a great movie. Come on.
It is, but you'd think like the age between. I don't know. And so is The Dark Crystal.
You just want to see Saxophone Guy in Lost Boys, don't you?
Oh, God. No. I liked Alex Winter, who played
Winter.
Marco, the
Yeah.
first vampire to get killed. He was my vampire. I can quote a shitload from that too, but I think maybe it's time to stop.
Don't you get? There has to be a BuzzFeed. Which Lost Boy vampire are you out there? Right? Probably.
Oh yeah, there's got to be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be, yeah. Yeah.
We should take it.
We should find it.
Media Corner.
There's a new Watership Down on Netflix, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I had put that on the Trello board as why in the hell did anyone think we needed a reboot of Watership Down? Who thought that was a good idea?
The first one was good. I mean, horrifying, but good.
I can't remember that it was good or bad. I just remember that it was incredibly horrifying.
Yeah, it is not for kids. I know that. And
No.
we saw it at my. We used to do. I don't know why we would have like Friday watch a movie in school day. Like we would have an assembly. We call, quote unquote.
Yeah, we
assembly.
watched it in school too.
Yeah, we watched the Watership Down. I was like 10 or 11. Let's see, when was it out? I'll know what year.
Yeah, I want to say I was in 5th grade.
Oh, do you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you talking about in 5th grade?
Watership Down.
I don't know it. Hate it
I'm
when I don't know
I'm
it.
surprised for all of the
cartoon. The cartoon with the rabbits that would eat themselves.
Well, they didn't eat themselves. They killed themselves.
Oh, they killed themselves.
They killed each other.
each other.
It was
What kind
basically like Nazi concentration camps and dictatorships with rabbits.
And it's animated?
Yeah,
Does sound
It's
like something I would
real
Lots of
super
blood.
fucked up.
Lots of
Real
blood.
super fucked up.
What's it called again?
Watership Down. So it was out in 78.
I'm going to look it up.
And I think I saw it in like 80 or something. Like I think I was probably like 8 or 9.
Oh man.
It's messed up.
It's a
Yeah,
movie?
that's messed up. Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, because we were talking about how somebody's doing a reboot of it, and I'm not exactly sure why anybody in their right mind would think that was a good idea. Because I mean, good Lord, it's heavy.
Yeah. All I remember as a kid is seeing a black dog with blood all over his mouth with a dead rabbit in that mouth.
Yep.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay, tell me again what it's called. Waterfront Down. Is that right? Watergate?
It's called Watergate Down. It takes place in the White House. Alien invasion comes. And the rabbits save everyone.
It's called Watered Down Coke. It's a
It's called On the Watership Front.
coming of age story.
Oh, wow. It looks like Bambi.
Ooh.
Like
Yeah.
the style of animation. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's
Thumper.
really well animated. It has great voiceover.
Interesting.
John Hurt. The music is by Art Garfunkel. So
Oh, God. What the... You guys
Hmm?
just get so mad at all these pop-ups.
you got to get yourself some ad block.
I got to get my shit together. I know it.
Maybe that's what
Maybe-
your internet is so slow. Maybe you have like 16,000 different pop-up ads.
You need to douche your
No.
pewter.
Jesus. It's not that bad.
It says no. Did you ever watch Little Britain, by the way? Little Britain, anybody?
No.
It's a British sketch show. Don't know if it's anywhere, but it was kind of funny. There's one
Never
character.
heard of
It was two guys, and one always played this woman who was like worked data entry or something, and to be asking her stuff, her response would always be, computer says no.
Where's my bologna sandwich? Don't know.
So it's going to be a Netflix series?
Wow, that fell flat. I can't believe it, Joy.
I don't. It was
No, that
from,
was Olga. It was just kind of weak.
Oh,
no.
you got called out.
No. Call the animals.
Fuck. Yes,
so
it's going to be a Netflix movie.
It's going to be a Netflix. But
It
I
already's
haven't
out.
seen
You
this.
mean Watership
Oh,
Down?
it is out.
It's
Oh.
already out.
Ugh.
Yeah, I
No,
saw
Yeah.
it show up. I'm like, nah, pass.
No thanks. Hard pass on that.
Oh, I'm totally going to watch.
well,
the old
you
one first.
The
you-
younger your
okay.
kids see it, the better. Make sure they see it right away.
I'm not letting my kids watch it.
No, they have to.
God.
You have
Yeah.
to not have previewed it and just and leave the room.
And
Let
just-
them start watching and leave. Go away.
Is it also have a bunch of cursory?
Oh
no,
no,
it's just super bloody.
tons of nudity.
But it's
'cause-
animated blood.
Yeah, there's naked rabbits.
Yeah, I
everywhere.
mean, there's naked
my
rabbits
God.
all over.
Watership Down violence on YouTube. I'm in.
Well, there you go.
You just
could probably
watch
get-
all the violence?
yeah, you probably get the gist of it by finding a couple of YouTube clips.
You know, I think we talked about this on the other podcast, but have you guys seen Meet the Feebles?
No,
It
Speaking
sounds
of-
familiar.
Gory.
yeah, it sounds familiar.
It's like puppet porn, but it's also extremely gory.
Oh,
It's like
yes,
Peter
That's
Jackson's
old.
first movie or something. Yeah,
right,
it's very
yes.
old. I mean,
It is Peter-
okay,
it is Peter
your
Jackson.
Rabbit
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
is
yeah.
old too. So why
I
are
do
I thought we were
remember
talking
talking
about
about
old
this.
stuff.
Yeah, Peter Jackson
Well, we
used to
can
do
talk
some
about old
really
stuff.
gory stuff.
We could talk about
Uh,
old stuff.
No, that we were, and then I said that movie, and
That's
Paul's
old?
like, "That's old."
No. I mean, I thought I was thinking of another puppet movie that was recent.
Yes, that I know. I can't remember what it's called, but I know
No,
which one you're.
that's
talking
what I
about.
was thinking of because I can't remember the name
This
of it. I
one
thought
has
that's what
no
it was.
humans in it. That one has a human in it. It's like it's even more uncomfortable because they can show you everything because it's not real.
Mm-hmm,
You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
blowjobs on
Absolutely.
puppets.
Well, that's why cartoons can get away with it because it's not real.
Closed foam fellatio.
What are you looking at? The parental warnings? Peter Jackson did some pretty gory stuff before he got
Well, yeah,
famous.
he also what was the other one?
Frighteners?
No, that wasn't the one. I got to look up his IMDb.
All I remember
There's-
is seeing one with a lawnmower.
yeah, that's the one that I'm
Whoa.
thinking of.
I don't remember what
That's
it's
the one I'm
called, but
thinking of.
I've seen the
Bad
scene.
Taste.
I'm like, good
What
God.
Bad
happens?
Taste. Well, I think it is.
Dead Alive, Bad Taste.
No, it was Dead Alive. It was Dead Alive.
Oh, yeah, look at the cover.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
So it's brain dead in New Zealand, but dead alive in North America. These are just facts.
I wonder why he did such gory stuff.
Because it's probably easy to get into.
Yeah, it's just simple. I mean,
And and you
it was
find
really-
audiences real fast that way, too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was easy to make shitty zombie movies. I mean, it's
But all the
still easy to
effects.
make shitty
Yeah.
zombie movies.
Yeah, you're
Horror
right.
movies do well. I mean, people,
Yeah.
if you're a fan of the genre, you're going
Gory
to go
ones.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, shit. I mean, all you got to do is have some greasy-haired girl with long black hair and some jump cuts, and you've got yourself a horror movie these days. Did
Baby,
Well,
you got a
get
stew
something
going.
gross. Baby in a blender, huh?
you just say baby in a blender?
Yeah, I just saw it.
What?
It's a still from this movie that I'm
Oh, from Bad Taste or
From your Weebles.
Dead Alive.
Oh, yeah.
No, Dead Alive.
Brain Dead, Dead
It's
Alive.
like that
yeah,
weird
was
baby
it
puppet.
The weird baby puppet. That yes,
Yeah,
that is
and
that.
it's-
Oh, boy.
I remember that. Yeah, they put
It's in
it
a blender at one point.
Uh huh. Yep.
Like a gremlin.
I remember. Yeah.
Yep, I was
remember
gonna
that.
say very gremlin-y.
Very. Yeah.
Huh. Well, all right.
Yeah. It's a weird movie.
Oh my god, I'm so excited about all these new awful movies to watch.
It's starting off
I love
2018.
this kind of. Yes, this is going to be the right year for me.
Uh huh.
Right.
I kind of want some mug treats.
Oh, I looked those up. They're all
Yeah,
over on Amazon. There's a bunch of them.
What are they called? Mud.
Mug. Basically, you get a mug full of stuff and you put it in the microwave and it comes out like a cupcake or
Oh yeah, they sell these at the grocery store.
yeah. They
Yeah.
don't sound good.
It's like a quick cake. This is like a college shit where you can cook anything in a microwave in a mug.
Mug treats. I just like the sound of the
I do
name. It's
too.
fun to say. Mug
Mug
treats.
treat.
Mug treat.
Yeah, well, anything's fun to say if you say it like that.
Baby blender.
Exactly.
Genocide.
Woo.
Maybe do this.
That's funny, however you put it.
Or wherever you put it. Well,
Or
Well, is that part of your pun mug game?
no, I
Pun in a
don't. Yeah, I
mug.
played that with the kids. They totally.
5 points for Paul.
It's hard to create puns on the fly. I'll tell you that, though.
Oh, it's tough. It is tough.
Especially, so you're given the words, like you said, dog painting.
I just made something up. I couldn't think of anything.
Right.
We ended
Oh.
up just going with the question answer ones where they'll ask you just a basic, I literally can't think of anything. But basically, it's set up to a pun that you have to think of. Oh, what was one? What do you call? Wait, boy, this is the worst. The worst.
So the answer is always a pun.
Yeah. Let me think. Hold on. I know the pun and I can't think of the question.
Well, let's play it the opposite way.
What do you?
Tell us.
I think it was like what kind of knot do you tie in space or something like that?
An astronaut.
Yeah.
a loose
That's not
sphincter.
a pun.
Yeah, astronaut. I fucked it up because I.
This is like a dad joke
Juggernaut?
game.
Well, it is a dad joke. It's completely dad joke.
Dreadnought.
I gave it away too much. I think it was a little more hidden than that.
I will tell you what fine entertainment we chose to watch on New Year's Day, and boy, let me tell you, I came away feeling enlightened. I'm a changed man, and I will not see the world in the same way. And it is a show on TLC called My Strange Addiction.
Oh, that sounds
Awesome.
Oh, boy.
Did you binge watch it?
There was a marathon, and we just and then when we didn't feel like we were getting enough from the marathon, then we got into Hulu and started kind of picking and choosing which ones of the strange addictions sounded the most interesting.
Oh man.
And each episode is comprised. It cuts back and forth between two people's stories, and their road to either deciding to go recover themselves, or So an example of some of the things that I saw.
I'm addicted to eating beds. Did you see that one?
I haven't watched Eating Beds yet. No.
What?
But yeah.
What?
That's an episode.
That's kind of
There was a girl who drank up to 5 bottles of nail polish a day. There was
Sex with my car.
There was a girl who would use about 7 jars of Vapor Rub a week. She would.
Is there ever
rub
guys
it all,
involved?
She would
there's-
rub it all over herself, but she would also eat the Vapor Rub, and she would put a teaspoon of Vapor Rub in her morning tea. There was a girl who ate tires, the little stringy nubbins on brand new tires.
Oh yeah, the little
She would her husband worked at a tire factory, and he would bring her big Ziploc bags of these things, and she would just grab handfuls of it like popcorn and just eat tires.
Oh my god.
There was a guy who
There's one that says he had sex with his car.
Oh, I don't know about that, but this one guy was obsessed
Tailpipe.
with pool inflatables, and he had at least 20 or 25 of them in his house, and he would sit on the couch and cuddle with these pool inflatables and kiss them, and,
Oh my God.
and while he watched TV, and
Are they trying to shame them and make you laugh at them, or make you feel bad for them?
No. It's like documentary style of.
What's the
Freak
goal
show.
of the show?
The goal of the show is to watch them through their.
Is it like a debilitating addiction?
I mean, it's got to be intervention, right?
Oh yeah, I mean it's incredibly formulaic. It's always every story goes like this: person does a weird thing, and the weirdest one that I saw was a person who was addicted to chewing on urine-soaked baby diapers.
Like, how do you even start that?
Well, I don't know. If it's like if it goes on the formula that most of these, like the nail polish and the vapor rub and the tires, all of them were, well, when I was young, I just really liked the smell of it, and one day I thought, I wonder what it tastes like. So, wow. I mean, they almost all said that. And so there's that. And then it's like, I love doing my weird thing. Then friend or family member goes, this thing that they are doing is weird. I will confront that person. You're doing a weird thing, and it is probably going to give you cancer. No, I'm fine. My weird thing is awesome. Go to a doctor for me. Fine. I'll go to a doctor. Doctor says, stop doing the weird thing. It is going to kill you. And then the person goes, okay, I will stop. I don't want to die. And then they either stop or they don't. And so,
or they die.
Yeah. So, it was, and most of them, it was just kind of, one of those things that nothing ever, the doctor would go like, stop, this is ridiculous, quit doing it, go to a psychiatrist. But there was one where there was this girl who was addicted to eating plastic. Her favorite thing to eat was cocktail swords, so she would just kind of like nibble them because they broke up into tiny little pieces. And so she would eat cocktail swords, or like plastic forks, or water bottles. And she had been eating so much plastic that her liver began to enlarge, and she was the only one who, like, her body was starting to rebel. And the crazy thing is this girl was only 19.
Ugh.
Yeah,
So now we have to talk about our weird.
Yeah. So what's your strange addiction?
Is it all people eating things too?
Because
I have some things that are that weird, but weird enough.
It's not all the eating things. It's
no, there's a lot of like body augmentation or trying to look like a doll.
Oh yeah. There was the
That's
lady who was addicted to butt injections.
Yes.
That one was crazy. No, but then there was the one, like,
well, you've heard about the dudes
who loved his pool inflatables. There was a guy who was addicted to having balloons in his house, and I could tell within 30 seconds with the look on his face that one was going to turn unsavory real quick. And so we didn't watch that one because
you mean what he did with the balloons?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he looked like he loved his balloons a little bit too much, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sticking them up his butt. I don't have any addictions, but I definitely sometimes eat weird things. Like I like to eat raw pasta.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be on that show.
I do that. I give it to my kids.
I used to eat chalk when I was a kid, and every now and then I get a craving to take a bite out of chalk.
That one is weird.
I know.
Yeah. Now that one might land you on the show if you ate like a box of
I don't.
If a box of Teacher's Best.
I don't, but I won't lie and say that I don't every now and then be like, what it tastes like still. Like, it's just, I remember eating it as a kid. And I would walk by chalk, I'll be like,
so isn't it?
So instead I will eat those, like those powdery mint things, the little mints. Those are close enough to chalk to me. So I'll
powdery mint things. Like
like the little
Altoid?
wedding,
like you get at a restaurant,
Yeah.
So I'll eat those as a close. Close contender.
I mean, that's a pretty close. That's
and or like
contender.
like a antacid, or those are close too. But
I mean, I could kind of empathize with Vapor Rub Lady. I would never ever eat it, but I sure do love the smell of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I would sit around and just drive down the road with a jar of it, almost just stuck to my nose. Man. But I do like the smell of it. There was a lady who couldn't stop digging in her ear, and I also empathize with that because my ears are always itchy. But she would like dig in her ears with scissors. So that's
very bad, very very bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I bite my nails when I'm anxious.
Yeah.
I do a lot of anxious behavior, like pull hair on my beard or bite my nails.
Yeah.
Typical nervous behavior.
This show's gonna be amazing.
Oh,
I'm so into the modern day freak show.
you're not gonna want to stop watching. I mean, it's something.
Oh my gosh.
I like the smell
Wow.
of diesel. Anyone else like the smell of diesel? Just me?
Ooh, yeah, no, that's a good
I
smell.
like the smell of gas, yeah. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna eat.
Well, but
lick it.
diesel is a
No.
very different.
Very
smell.
different.
Yeah, I don't
gasoline.
really care for
Really
the diesel.
different.
Yeah, it's got a lot.
The
It's an
diesel-
oilier.
It's not
smell.
around
I
much
don't-
anymore either, so
No.
kind of don't
I
get
don't
it
like
unless
it
you're
as
behind a
much.
bus.
Yeah.
Well, a semi truck.
Oh, so like diesel exhaust.
Yeah.
that is that.
No,
that does
that
have
I
its-
hate.
That
I
does
hate.
have its own special brand.
Yeah, it's a weird. Every now and then, it'll be like things that I know I liked as a kid that will like a sense memory will happen. I'm like, oh wow, I haven't had that.
Yeah.
Haven't smelled that in a while. I'm very sense oriented too. So that doesn't help.
So that lady with the scissors, did she have reason to believe something was in her ear?
Yeah, she had a thing where, like,
Get wax
when she
buildup?
was a kid. Well, no, when she was a kid, she stuck a flower in her ear or something like that, and had to have it removed. And then, ever since then, she has always thought that it never got completely out.
Oh, wow.
And I guess that makes sense because I jammed a wad of bubble gum in my ear when I was a kid and had to have that removed.
Yeah, but do you still feel like it's there?
No, I don't. I don't.
Do you have dreams
But,
about it?
No, I don't have dreams about it, but I suddenly have this moment of clarity where I realized what it was I was trying to actually do. Because I used to read a lot of Archie comics when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure that I saw a comic where they were sticking their chewing gum behind their ear to
Yes.
save it for later,
Which is
because that was
disgusting.
a thing, which is disgusting, but it was a thing that people, it was a thing. And so I saw, the action of and I was like, oh, so it goes in your ear. So, I took some sour apple double bubble and jammed it in there real good.
Oh,
And,
my God.
yeah.
Wasn't Bazooka Joe? Because it seems like a Bazooka
No.
Joe thing.
No, it was
Big
not a
League
Bazooka
Chew?
Joe. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't Big League Chew. Oh my God. They would have had to have opened my head up for that.
How awesome was it to get Big League Chew as a kid?
It's
You
amazing.
felt so awesome. You're like, look at
Big
my
old
big
shaw,
one.
yeah.
Do you remember
Alright.
the song from the commercial?
No.
No.
You're in the big leagues. Da 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 da. In the big leagues. Something.
Yes. Oh, it's
Phenom Big
sort of
League
wait.
Chew.
All right, it's sort of coming to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. YouTube to the rescue.
When you make a perfect slide, you're in the big leagues. Yep. It's so good.
You sure that's not diarrhea cha cha cha?
Could be. Could be.
You're in the big leagues.
Big League flavor.
When you make a perfect slide. You're in the big leagues.
Big League pouch.
When you keep the team alive. You're in the big leagues.
Big League shreds.
When you block a shot or two. You're in the big leagues.
Big League flavor.
You're into Big League Chew.
Big League chew. Fan-sized wads of great tasting shredded bubble gum stuffed into a giant Stay Fresh pouch.
You're in the big leagues.
Big League flavor and Big League bubble.
You're into Big League Chew.
I'm in the big leagues now.
When you
I
make
just-
a perfect slide.
I just love the title of it. Commercial 1982 Big League Chew man-size wads.
Yeah.
Man-sized wads, and I don't like the name after that.
Goose.
Gross. Don't put man-sized wads and then goose after that. Ugh.
Increase
Ugh.
your loads.
No.
Have you chewed it lately?
No. Say that. Don't say that.
Have you chewed it lately? It gets hard real fast.
Oh,
No.
man, that's a good pun right there.
See, I want to play that game. Astronaut.
Just in general to people. When they ask you a question, astronaut! You're like, why are you screaming at me? I'm like,
You have questions or topics for the show? Call 816-535-1094 and leave a voicemail. Or reach us on Twitter at Uncle Weepy. If you enjoyed this show, first rate and review the show on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Your review helps the podcast robot suggest this show to other listeners. Second, consider supporting the show on Patreon. Patrons of the show get access to exclusive after-show material. Several levels of support are available. Visit patreon.com/Uncle Weepy for details.